Hey y'all, I'm gonna pull some cards for y'all today. Get a message out. It's gonna be general, so if it don't apply, just kindly let it fly. If it don't resonate, baby, don't hesitate to go get up out of here. Gonna find another vibe. You can catch a ride, okay? But I am sending you a good vibe, cause it's free to be kind. Cleanse the energy before we start. Say a little prayer. God is good. God is great. Let us thank Him for this day. If there's truth in these cards we play, let the truth be what they say. Don't sweat the dumb shit, cause it's all dumb shit, okay? Lord, I ask that you protect us from any evil that they try and send our way. If they knew like how I knew, you do not play, okay? Okay? Thank you, Spirit. We're gonna start off with an oracle message. Once again, it's general. Get them chips off your shoulder. Thank you, Spirit. First one out, let's see. Soul's Whisper. Your soul is whispering its deepest desires and truths to you. In the quiet moments, just listen closely. It's guiding you toward your authentic path. So I feel like trust your intuition, listen to your inner voice. That inner knowing will keep you going. Right now, your soul is whispering to you what you really desire. Maybe you need to spend some time introspecting on your desires, why you desire the things you desire. Because what you want wants you. You don't have to try so hard to wait for some sort of grand exposure or grand experience. All you gotta do is keep desiring the thing you want, keep your eye on your intention, keep your attention focused on what you really want, and it will come towards you. But listen to your soul closely and what it's telling you that you actually want. Is it fame that you actually want when you post your videos? Is it exposure? Or is it just reassurance that you know what you're saying is impactful? Or is it whatever it is for you? Just listen to it. I can give you an example on it all day, but you know that soul is whispering to you like, girl, you know you want to do this and the third. Bro, come on, you know you want to do this, bro. Just do it. Whatever it is, just do it. I believe in you. It don't matter. Just do your thing. See it through. Listen to your soul's whisper and see it through. See it through. You don't always finish what you start and then talk badly about yourself because of it. Don't be like that to yourself, friend. Break the karmic pattern by seeing a project through to the end and be proud of what you accomplished. So I feel like it's going to be some sort of greater, stronger, more freer side of yourself on the opposite side of letting go, of not listening to your soul's whisper. You really just got to sit with yourself, kind of just lean your head back and just kind of really think like, man, I'm going to get through this shit. Like, whatever it is you're going through right now, just know that like diamonds is formed under pressure. Pressure that you're feeling right now is not punishment. It's genuinely and generally just pressure. This shit is molding me to become the best variation of myself. I'm about to break this loop. I'm not about to let this shit stop me. I'm about to work hard, to grind, get my money up, do whatever I gotta do to just keep moving things forward in a positive way for me. I will see this through. I will see me through. Like I said, there's a better, stronger, more freer variation of you on the other side of letting go of this old you and just really listening to your soul. See it through, friend. Bravery. You're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable, but you have the strength and the bravery to make the decision, and you will feel so much lighter when you do. So far, I feel like if you're brave enough to see it through and listen to your soul's whisper, no telling what's on the opposite side of you. I know it's a tough decision. It's understandable. You're afraid to see whatever it is that you ain't listening to your soul about through. It's hard to kind of listen into that, internal compass. You know what I mean? A lot of times it's hard to just listen to what we can't see, but trust what you can feel. Like I said, you are what you attract. So just know that you're strong enough and brave enough to make the decision. And when you do, you're going to feel so much lighter. You see this person, they're just carrying a spear. They got their armor on. They protected. But they definitely, it's kind of giving me like the Queen of Swords vibe. It's like, you sure of yourself. Be sure of your mind. Be sure of your intellect. Be sharp. Be quick. You are all of those things naturally. But I feel like, even when I think about decision making, it make me think of swords. Like quickly just trying to being forced to make a decision, whether that be something within yourself that you know you need to stand up for, believe in, or seek through. I feel like you just need to listen to your soul's whisper and know that you're protected during this process. Let's see. I like to just pull from random places from the deck. Pay attention. You are being asked to pay attention to the signs you are being given, both subtle ones and ones that can't be missed. These signs will help you see how the best move forward. How the best move forward in order. Oh, how to best move forward in order to live your best life. So just pay attention to the signs that's being gifted to you. Like I said, you're being protected on this path, but you're also being guided. But at the end of the day, you do have free will. So if you're not willing to see it through, then I don't know what's on the opposite side of listening to your soul's whisper. But in doing so, I feel like I said, you will feel so much lighter. There's a better, braver, stronger, more freer side of just letting go of, just self deception. Pay attention to the signs, whatever it is, this while you're on this path, whatever you need to see through for yourself. Pay attention to people subtly nudging you towards continuing to kind of make those dreams come true, make it all come to life. Whether it just be somebody at work or in passing telling you like, "Oh, you are so beautiful. I love the way you put that outfit together. You should model." I ain't seen nobody dressed like that. You know what I mean? Don't just brush it off. Or whether it just be somebody coming up to you like, "You have a beautiful voice. You should do American Idol." It's like, don't brush it off. You know what I mean? They ain't just out here giving out compliments for free. These people saying how they feel. They could have told you, you fucking suck and you're fucking ugly. So go sit down somewhere. But if people are encouraging you, that's a sign. That's a signal from the universe to kind of just, the world listens. The universe listens. So it's like, it's going to send you nudges on the things that it knows that you need. If you're not paying attention to them, like I said, keep your eye on your attention. Keep your eye on your attention. Like, what do you want? Focus on that. Hone in on that. Introspect your own desires so it really can magnetize towards you faster. You're a magnet. You are what you attract. What you want wants you. Open up. Open up to the energy of abundance too. Open up to just the world. Open up to the infinite possibilities. It's like, don't you want to have it all? That's the point. You can. You just got to open up and know that you deserve it. You don't have to work harder. You just got to work smarter. And you can work smarter by just opening up. It's a smart move to make. You're being asked to open up your heart to another. Let down your walls and trust that they want what's best for you. Life will open up in wonderful ways once you decide to open up. I feel like when next to pay attention to open up, you need to open up to the universe and the signs and the messages that the universe is sending you. Be receptive to the fact that, like, hey, I actually am in communication. I'm communing with the universe. You know what I mean? I just sent the text out to the universe that, like, hey, I just need a little bit of assistance and on my path and a little bit of reassurance that what I'm doing is actually what I'm supposed to be doing, and like, just be sure of myself. And then boom, that's how people like me manifest and pop up making videos like this, because somebody needs this right now. You need to know that, like, hey, open up, open your heart to another. Like, you done did that. Maybe it is the universe, maybe it is your closest friends, but talk to somebody. Somebody always cares. You just gotta find them. And right now I feel like you done sent this energetic signal out to the universe that, like, hey, I need a little reassurance. And boom, this is your confirmation. Pay attention to the signs, both subtle and obvious. You know what I mean? I just got up and want to make a video and do my thing. Why am I feeling inspired? Where does that energy come from? Who's out there feeling like they don't understand something to make me want to pop up over here and make you feel like, oh, what you need? You good? You need a little reassurance? You need a reminder that you're on your right path? You need a reminder to keep listening to your soul, or just somebody to encourage you and tell you to see it through because they believe in you and you're brave enough and you're strong enough to do so? Well, boom, here I am. A manifestation of what you need. What you need. That's what's up. So I feel like also what you need really is just to pay attention and open up and be brave enough to see it through and listen to your soul's whisper. At least that's what we got so far. I think you can do it if you try. Let's get another one. Self-doubt. You are questioning yourself and unable to move forward. Don't let fear hold you back. You have the strength and the power to see it through. Now is the time to break free from this limiting pattern. So that's two signs of breaking free from this karmic pattern. See it through, say break free from this karmic pattern. And self-doubt even says see it through. You know what I mean? It's like all of these cards are all in correspondence, but even this message is just in correspondence to how to elevate you to your highest timeline. It don't no such thing as coincidence. It don't just pop up and just say, hey, we gon' just have a random video to post today. Like, no, I felt energy that within me that felt like I should do something. I should check in on energy. I should put a message out there. And because I did feel this energy of self-doubt, you know what I mean? Questioning yourself and just unable to move forward, all because of fear and limitations. It's like, that's just false evidence appearing real. These words want to break you down, so you break them down. You know what I mean? You got all the strength and the power to see it through. Just now is the time to break free from that limiting pattern. And it might be hard for you to open up, you know what I mean? Because you are doubting yourself. You're not believing in yourself. But you do need to see it through. You are brave enough. One more, please, Spirit. Discovery. See, on the opposite side of opening up and letting go of the self doubt, once you really start paying attention, I feel like it's gonna be a whole new levels, new devils, but also just a new way of seeing yourself. You're not gonna see yourself in the same way. You can't show up in the same energy twice. Once you know better, you glow better, you show better, you do better. So discovery, and look, curiosity too. Remain curious. Detached but curious. No expectation is your expectation, but I'm open to receiving. You know what I mean? I know, you know what I mean? I'm just water. I'm just flowing and I'm just gonna glow and I'm just gonna keep going. But cats just represent for me personally, I just been thinking about curiosity and just like, a little bit of mystery. You know what I mean? Duck off a little bit, do your own thing, figure out who you are. But discovery. New ideas, people, and opportunities may be coming your way. While there's still work to do to reach your goal, you may discover new strengths and passions along the way. So all of this is pointing to just strength on the opposite side of your vulnerability. Your vulnerability is going to lead to somebody else's breakthrough, and then somebody else might be the variation of yourself that you don't see yet. That might be a whole new discovery for you if you just stop doubting yourself and really open up to the energy of abundance and just kind of stop building walls and build bridges so people can, and let boundaries be like not bricks, but like I said, bridges or walls. Let them be guidelines on how people can treat you. And then just open up and pay attention to the signs that are given to you while you're on this journey of expansion and vulnerability as well. Because even though you're out there being brave and going after whatever it is that you want to go after for yourself, you still being protected. And you got a sharp sense of intellect and discernment now. And that's the difference. All you have to do is pay extra close attention to the signs, both obvious and subtle, that are being gifted to you. And also just kind of gifted to you on this journey. Because the signs are aligning for you to make the best move in order to live your best life. You just got to open up and realize that, like, you deserve that. It's a whole new sense of self discovery and self mastery here. Let's clarify with the tarot deck. Do I want to? Sometimes I feel like when I get the oracle reading, that's just what you need to hear from that, just from spirit. But I do like to clarify these a little bit just to see, like, what is your soul whispering to you? You know what I mean? Kind of just dive into just like where these kind of things stem from. The self doubt, you know what I mean? What do you need to see through? So let's tap in and shuffle these cards. Hope you enjoyed the message so far. If it don't resonate, don't hesitate to go and get up out of here. Apply the rose where they fit, okay? I could say he, but it could be she. I could say she, but it could be he. I could say boy, but it could be girl. I could say Virgo, but it could be Taurus. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna get the zodiac in too much, okay? Let's see. We're gonna clarify these real quick. Thank you, Spirit. Bottom of the deck, we got 6 of Cups, yeah. Maybe it's some sort of past endeavor. Maybe it's something that you let go of. You know what I mean? Something you used to do that you ain't doing no more. What's your soul's whisper? Thank you, Spirit. We got Wheel of Fortune to the Knight of Wands. To the 7 of Pentacles. Too many. One more, please, Spirit. Bottom of the deck, we got Temperance. This is, like I was saying, a new level of self-mastery. So overall, your energy is radiating balance and direction. Because we got the Temperance card out here at the bottom of the deck, but we also got the Wheel of Fortune out here. So those cards, too, just give me just like faded direction. But also just a faded sense of restoration and balance. And kind of just, this is a part of the alchemical process. It's like it's time for you to learn how to master yourself here. Things are moving forward in a way for you to kind of, with the Knight of Wands here, move towards an energy of not so much just becoming somebody who is action-oriented, but kind of acting on those desires. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you may be a little bit younger or impulsive or unsure about what you're doing, but there's room for growth and expansion as you continue to pour into your passions. Because the 7 of Wands to the Queen of Cups, it's like, with the Queen of Cups in general, it's like you may be just a nice person in general. You know what I mean? Somebody who don't like to kind of put on that armor and put on that, like, put on that gear and stand up for themselves. Because the Queen of Cups give me somebody who's just, like I said, like a sweetheart. But there is a need for you to know, like, the emotional security that you have within yourself was the best investment you can make in order to be able to kind of embark on this new journey. You know what I mean? And go after the things that you want. It was really just a matter of time for you to really be able to listen to your own soul's whisper. Because I feel like your soul is whispering to you, now is the time for you to go after the things that you want. That would be the best investment because you are, like I said, emotionally secure in this. Like, it's not just about doing it because it is going to bring some sort of prosperity. Like, the prosperity might be just feeling good. You know what I mean? When I think about the Queen of Cups, it's somebody who does feel good. Like, you can do something that you enjoy just because you enjoy it, not because you're good at it, but because it makes you feel good and it feels right to you. And I feel like that's the path that you're going into now, doing things, or at least that's what you know take a resonate, lead the rest. But it's like that's what would help you continue to have this sense of self mastery and help you continue to regulate things in your own emotional world, yes, but also in the things that you are investing in as well and pouring your energy into and waiting to harvest. It's like you have to put a little bit of work in to kind of for things to kind of start moving. Let's just see it through. You don't always finish what you start. And another ones could be somebody like that who starts shit that they don't finish. You know what I mean? That's impulsive. They're risky. They're young. But it's okay. You might be a little younger. Or you might be a little older. It is what it is. Everybody on different timelines. Just see it through. Let's see it through. Thank you, Spirit. We got the sun, but it came out in reverse. Let's see it through. Bottom of the day, we got the King of Cups. We got the Three of Wands in reverse to the King of Swords to the Five of Pentacles. Excuse me. I apologize. Overall, I feel like you're very emotional aware and very emotional intelligent. But I feel like there's this block sense of vitality due to lack of planning and foresight. Maybe you feel like things ain't gonna move in your favor if you start taking action on the things that you want. You know what I mean? Because we got the Wheel of Fortune next to the Sun. I feel like, the Wheel of Fortune talks about just change. You know what I mean? Things moving in your favor, just karma. If you think about it, not more so not just karma, but like the karmic wheel turning, kind of, and fate just kind of moving you to a cycle of when I see it through, acknowledging the lack of happiness that you feel currently. There's a lack of happiness here currently because this is where that negative self talk comes from. That this is that negative pattern right here that's popping up because this is the wheel turning to reveal this negative pattern of oppression right here due to lack of planning. And I feel like you got to be somebody who knows what they investing in and then confident enough to stand in those investments because we got the Seven of Swords next to the Seven of Pentacles next to the King of Swords. It's like you got to be confident enough to protect your investments and stand up for the things that you want and also speak your truth because you know how you feel about things. But the Five of Pentacles is out here. It's like there's a sense of feeling left out in the cold, but also just not looking at the underlying conditions as well. When I think about the Five of Pentacles, it's just like, do you really like? Because if you think about it, when think about how we got here, if we got Five of Pentacles out here, we had to have 4, 3, 2, and 1. The Four of Pentacles, it's like you got to hold on to that kind of rooted belief within yourself. You know what I mean? Hold on to really this love that you have for yourself and like the things that make you feel good. But you have to be confident enough to stand up for those things and put those things out. Let people work with you, see what you're doing, you know what I mean? And learn how to stay like buoyant in life, you know what I mean? How to be able to float and flow calmly and find balance even in the face of adversity. You know what I mean? Because the King of Swords is somebody who is authoritative, integrable, they sharp, they don't really play a lot of games. And I feel like that's the season that you have to move into to be able to protect your happiness. Because then you feel like things ain't working out for you, and then you start talking bad about yourself, but you don't even stand up for what you believe in. You just focus on because this King of Swords is surrounded by all of this oppression. It's like you don't always start what you finish, and then you talk badly about yourself. This is low key just that surrounding energy around this King of Swords. It's like you go after something, you invest in something, but then you don't finish it, so then you feel defeated, and then kind of like, oh, woe is me. I'm fucked up, left out in the cold. I can't have that type of shit. And it's all because of your own lack of planning and lack of just vitality. Your own worst critic. You got to get out your head and kind of just stand up for the things that you believe in. Because the King of Cups, false person, to the Eight of Swords, it's like, yeah, all this fake love around you, leave you restricted and just trapped in your head, kind of rehearsing the disaster, feeling like you're not good enough within yourself. With the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, yeah, stuck in your head. Five of Swords. It's time for all of that to change. You are way braver and stronger than you know. There's a stronger and more freer side of you on the opposite side of letting go of this karmic pattern. And that's why the Wheel of Fortune is next to the Sun, because this is a pattern for you to go into starting things and then not finish them and then being oppressed and depressed and just like talking bad about yourself. It's like, no, friend, don't do that this time. See it through. Break this karmic pattern here. The wheel is turning in order for you to break the pattern of oppression and lack of planning. Now it's time for you to invest in the things that you know are important to you and stand up on those investments and protect them as well. Just look at the underlying conditions. Just, you know what I mean? Know who you are within yourself, but also know what you want and know how you feel and know that it's okay for you to feel good as well. You're not missing out on anything. What's meant for you is never too far from you. So it's bravery. We got the Vampire in reverse, the Divine Guidance in reverse, the Hater in reverse. One more. So the Four of Swords in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we got the Hermit. So I'm kind of seeing this as with the Four of Swords to the Hater, to the Divine Guidance in reverse, to the Vampire. Remember, take what resonates and leave the rest. But it's like with the Hermit at the bottom of the deck, you've done a lot of internal work and a lot of introspection to really use your guiding light as a guiding light. So I feel like there's a need with the Four of Swords in reverse for you to wake up. Like, wake up to the fact that, like, people are going to hate on you because of the light that you shine, because they're not divinely guided. That's the tough decision that you're being asked to make. But you got to stay away from people who, one, can't feed off of your energy anyway, but these people want to hold a mirror to you. They literally can't even hold a candle to you. You got to just wake up to the fact that, like, the decision that you're being asked to make is going to put you in a path of abundance. But these people are going to be blocked because of the way that they wanted to feed off of your prosperity in a path that they thought they could be a part of, even though they was just even though they were just hating on you from the jump. Because we got the Queen of Cups to the Five of Pentacles to the Four of Swords. Overall, I feel like these people are broke spiritually. And you giving off this loving, genuine, kind, emotionally aware, and emotionally involved energy, and there's a need for you to stand up in that power. But whatever you working on, whatever type of shit that you're investing in currently, you need to protect, because that's who you need to be. It's not for anybody else. It's not for, you're not protecting it because, oh, I'm trying to prove a point to everybody or this and the third. You need to protect your energy and protect your investments, because you know people gonna hate. You know people gonna have some shit to say. You know people gonna fucking be talking shit. You know what I mean? And just opinions is like assholes. Everybody got one. And some of them stink. But you still need to learn how to stand up for yourself regardless of what the fuck the haters got to say. In that sense, a lack of planning, dive deep into the unknown and continue to remain steadfast and kind of action-oriented, regardless of whether you sure of the foundation you're standing on within yourself or the path that you're supposed to be on. Because the wheel is turning in your favor regardless of this feeling of lack that you're feeling. because these people aren't feeding off of your energy no more because of the way that you are protected now. So really wake up and pay extra close attention moving forward. Because the decision you have to make, I feel like, is learning how to protect the things that you know to be true for yourself, but also the things that make you feel good, that you worked hard to understand why you even like those things. You know what I mean? So let's just pay attention. Judgment upright. Time for a change. Judgment talks about rebirth, renewal. Six of Cups to the Star. One more. One more, please, Spirit. Thank you. Eight of Cups. So we got the Judgment, the Six of Cups, to the Star, to the Eight of Cups. So overall, I feel like you may actually pay attention because you're going through some sort of rebirth. Judgment talks about renewal. With the Six of Cups here and divine guidance in reverse, well, we ain't gonna get over there just yet, but with the Six of Cups underneath Judgment, I'm just seeing it as like, it's kind of been a calling on your life. And these people from your past hating on you because they want you to come in and pour that love and water and that nurturing energy that you have or that you've received onto them in their experience. And you walked away. You got to walk away in order to restore faith in, maybe it's even when I think about the Six of Cups, I could think about that as like your inner child. Maybe your inner child is being reborn. Yeah, this passes with the devil up top with the Two of Wands in reverse. It's like just fear stopping your plans and oppression stopping your plans, bondage stopping your plans and stopping you from taking action on the things that you was passionate about or the things that you just even wanted, that God already had his paintbrush on, which is your entire life. Now God has asked you to pay extra close attention to that because you being gifted opportunities most people never even get. Yeah, I feel like it's time to walk away, wake up, pay attention to the underlying conditions, and know what you want for yourself. Protect your investments, speak your truth. Don't worry about the haters because you being restored. And they gonna hate that aspect of you because, like I said, your light is in you, not on them. But that sense of nostalgia around the dark path that you was once on, with even if you on that path currently, it's like you got to speak over yourself as if you keep moving away from that. It's like feeling nostalgic about all of the past experiences and the path that you was on, not receiving what you maybe felt like you deserved. Like I said, like Three of Wands talks about your ships not coming in. It's like things not working out in your favor. Continue to remain steadfast. Blessed is the man that remains steadfast. Well, blessed is the man who remains steadfast during a trial. Because the will is moving in your favor to remove this sense of oppression and these people being able to feed off of your energy. This lack of vitality and this restriction and this self-imposed prism and this not paying attention to the red flags and just, letting people kind of do as they please around you. Whether that be vibrationally, whether that be mentally, emotionally, energetically, that has to stop now. It's time for a beneficial change. You got to pay attention to the fact that Judgment even talk about just like wholeness. It's like this is kind of a cycle being kind of closed out here around just past experiences not offering you some sort of healing. You work through all of those things. You were strong enough to walk away with your head held high towards just, a deeper water. Like I said, but life is because we got a lot of cups out here, but we also, I just think about it as like I was saying earlier, like learning how to stay buoyant in life. It's like you can swim, you can dive deep. The Queen of Cups here is somebody who is emotionally aware, emotionally intelligent, emotionally involved. You can swim, you can dive deep, but also you can walk away too, and you can float on. Remain buoyant. So let's just open up. Let's just open up. too many. Those two. We got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse to the Seven of Swords in reverse. Two more, please, Spirit. To the Six of Wands upright to the trash box in reverse. I feel like walking away is going to continuously help you see how strong you really are and how much you actually worth. Because with the Queen of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck, I feel like you don't see how independent, self-reliant, and much of a self-starter and go-getter you are right now. But you're not a clown. You're walking away from realizing that you're not a clown. And I feel like there's a restoration happening because of the fact of you being victorious over self-deception. But I could also see the Seven of Swords next to the Six of Cups. Like, past people might want to come in and try and apologize to you as you go through this phase and this rebirth and it's just, awakening and ascension. But right now, I feel like there's some sort of block within just a sense of security within yourself. Because the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, it's like that's somebody who is codependent. You know what I mean? That's not, somebody who is independent, self-sufficient, self-reliant. I feel like you need to apologize to yourself because this kind of goes back to the energy of you not seeing it through. You feel like, you start shit that you can't always finish and then you don't see it through, then you talk badly about yourself. It's like just because, you took a break don't mean that you gave up on yourself. Just because you needed a second don't mean you was done with it. You know what I mean? But I feel like there's a need to really, with the Judgment next to the Nine of Pentacles, it's like really stop acting like you don't have everything around you already to just be confident and comfortable within yourself. With the Seven of Swords in reverse, I'm just seeing it as like self-deception. Stop lying to yourself. Six of Wands, 6, 7. But Six of Wands upright, it's like you are beautifully made and you will be victorious. Maybe you want to be seen in the public eye, but it's like in opening up, there will bring some sort of victory for you. There is success and confidence to be gained on the opposite side. Like I said in general at the beginning of this, there's a better, more freer, stronger side of you on the opposite side of letting go of this feeling of, you're not good enough. It's all a lie. The trash box is in reverse. And then we do have self-doubt next to it. Believe in yourself. On the opposite side of letting go, there's stronger, more freer, better side of yourself. So what's the self-doubt? Where does the self-doubt come from? Yeah, Temperance. To the Hangman. To the Fool in reverse. What's the self-doubt? Thank you, Spirit. To Twin Flame in reverse. So Twin Flame to the Fool, to the Hangman, to the Temperance. So the Fool is in reverse, Twin Flame is in reverse. So I'm seeing it as like, when I think of Two of Cups, yeah, I'm thinking the Twin Flame is just like a masculine and a feminine energy, just be an imbalance. Your yin ain't your yang and your yang ain't your thing. But the Fool in the reverse is like, you can't get distracted right now. You can't be focusing on distractions because the Fool in reverse gives me somebody who's just foolish. Making poor choices just because you're imbalanced right now and you're not sure of the path that you're walking into because you just walked away from something else. You're being restored a sense of confidence. However, you have to continue to be able to believe in yourself and take that leap like I talked about earlier because we got the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck here. It's like realize that you're in co-creation with the universe. Like that is your partner currently. I mean, you could have a relationship or something like that, but the Two of Cups don't give me, with the Twin Flame in reverse, it doesn't give me a relationship or a romantic partner. It gives me, with the Fool being out here, more of so like being afraid to embark on this journey because you don't believe that like you're actually protected on this path that you're being gifted. You're being gifted opportunities most people never even get. That's why you got to realize that like this is all a part of the alchemical process. You got to learn how to transmute this and shift your perspective so that way the things you look at shift. Because that's what the Hangman talks about, a shift in perspective, realizing that like, hey, I need to stop looking at, you need to shift your perspective around the path that you're on and the energies within yourself not needing to be regulated. You got to turn lead to gold. You know what I mean? That's what the Temperance card is all about, transmuting energy, learning how to self-regulate, mastery over yourself. It's not about self-doubt, it's about self-regulating. Questioning yourself and holding on to fear. You got to shift your perspective. in order to move forward. Now is the time to break free from this karmic pattern here. Because we got the Wheel of Fortune to the Sun to the Vampire in reverse. Those give me like, people can't feed off of your energy moving into this next cycle. They won't be able to because you being reborn. It's a whole sense of renewal around that sense of independence within yourself. You're learning how to move away from a codependent mentality more to a co-creating reality with the universe. You just gotta shift your perspective around all the deception from your past and the road that you was on before and things not working out for you. You gotta be patient and also passionate enough to be able to go after those things and know that there's room for you, room for growth and expansion regardless. Continue to protect your investments and kind of wait for your seeds to grow and stand up for the things that you believe in. Speak your truth. Don't listen to the haters because you're being restored. There's hope here for sure. Hope for confidence to be gained here, even if you're not sure of the direction you're going in. Your direction, even if you're not sure of where you're going, your direction is way more important than your speed here. Continue to do the things that make you feel good. Don't sacrifice yourself in order to move around for other people and walk away from that sense of weakness and not feeling good enough and balance it out your yin and your yang energy. Because like I said, there's confidence to be gained on the opposite side of this. We got some sort of discovery here and we're going to figure it out. And I feel like it's just self-mastery. We already got the temperance out here. That's truly what it's about. You moving from self-doubt to self-mastery. You just got to really open up to that energy and realize, like, this is what you need to work on. Bring light to it. What's this discovery? We got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse to the Secrets, to the Ace of Swords, to the Hermit. It's really a discovery. It's really self-mastery to be gained on the opposite side of this. You diving inward and introspecting on your own desires and trusting that your guiding light is going to lead to some sort of breakthrough will help you realize that, like, breaking through these illusions and these secrets and what you think is secrets. It's like, you ain't got no secrets because you ain't got no shame. Emotional manipulator in reverse to the Justice upright. The scales is balancing out. The Queen of Pentacles came out in reverse because I feel like you not being sure of yourself caused you to kind of hide. Like, oh, I don't want to tell nobody about what I want to do or expand on my own ideas and use my mind. And you have a beautiful mind here. With the Fool next to the Ace of Swords, it's like you got to be, Delulu is the new Salulu. You ain't got to know where you're swinging that sword. You just got to pick that motherfucker up. Understand that divine is gifting you a sense of wit and sharp intellect. And ain't really nothing but the truth, honestly. Because the Ace of Swords talks about the truth. But I feel like the Twin Flame next to the Hermit, Twin Flame in reverse next to the Hermit is because you need to go inward. Sometimes we need to go inward to find out what we want to put out. You know what I mean? Sometimes we need to even take something out. Trash box in reverse. Take the trash out. Out with the old, in with the new. Out with this old, outdated perspective and sense of secrecy. It's time for a breakthrough here with the Ace of Swords of self-discovery. For you to go on a path of individuation in the process of just ascension within yourself. Yeah, the Moon in reverse, nothing but the truth. There's no secrets. You ain't got no secrets because you ain't got no shame. You out here you out here trying to discover who you are, figure out what you want, figure out what's important to you. Why would you be moving in secrecy? So yeah, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed. Sending you a good vibe. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time, okay? Have a good day.